Mr. President, there has been a terrorist attack in Boston. What are your orders?
Send troops to Boston right away to search for any survivors and maintain control.
I'll get right on it.
Okay. Another bomb is going off in Boston.
Do we know who is in charge of this?
We have received information that it was a newly formed terrorist group, Terrorists R Us. They have also been receiving their weapons from Iraq.
Get Congress on the phone. I want to declare war with Iraq right away. Let's go!
Mr. President, someone would like to see you.
Who is it? I don't have all day.
Mrs. Hillary Clinton. She has some very important confidential matters to discuss.
Oh, send her right down.
Mrs. Clinton. He's right there.
Hello, Mr. President.
Hello, Mrs. Clinton. How may I help you today?
Well, I'm considering running for president in 2016, but I don't know how to begin my campaign.
So,
Since you're the party leader, and you were elected twice, I thought you could help me out.
of course. Some techniques I used were plain folks. I got to tell the citizens what I wish to accomplish, and they could relate to me.
Okay, do you think you could help me out by supporting me?
I already do support you, Hillary.
I meant in public, to the press.
Oh, of course. I'll be giving a nice speech about your campaign as soon as you announce it. And until then, I'll mention you in a few interviews since you're stepping down from your position in my cabinet.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you for helping me with my election strategy.
You got it, Hillary. Hello, ladies. Today I'll have to make the hard decision as to which one of you to choose to be on the Supreme Court. First, Sonia Sotomayor. Please tell me about yourself.
Thank you, Obama. I started my career off going to Princeton University with a scholarship. I then continued my education, and I went to Yale Law School. After that, I became a judge on the U.S. District Court. In my free time, I like volunteering for the Board of Puerto Rican Legal Defense and Educational Fund.
Thank you very much, Sonia. Now to our next candidate, Elena Keegan.
Thank you, President Obama. I started my career in law by earning my bachelor's degree from Princeton University. I then continued my education by getting my master's of philosophy at Oxford University. I believe my greatest accomplishment is working on the White House Counsel for President Bill Clinton. I can contribute majorly as a Supreme Court judge with my knowledge of the First Amendment, and I am considered an expert on it by Harvard Law School.
Thank you, Elena. Ladies, I am very impressed with both of your resumes. Please step out as I make my decision.
Thank you, Obama.
Thank you.
I think I'll be choosing Sonia for the Supreme Court.
Yes, I think she'll make a good choice.
Thank you. Let's go tell them now. We have two bills put in front of us today, and I have to decide whether to veto or to approve of them. The first one's on gun control. It would be limiting certain types of guns, including larger rifles and machine guns.
Oh,
That should be approved.
That should be vetoed.
I think it should be approved.
It's
After
violating
Sandy Hook.
your amendment.
You're right. I think I agree with Sam here that after Sandy Hook, and in light of that, we must make some control on these guns to prevent anything of this sort from ever happening again.
Yes,
So I'm
I
gonna
agree
approve.
with you, Mr. President.
Okay, approved.
Okay, next.
The next one is on new speed limits. It would set the national speed limit for all highways to be 55 miles per hour. Do we agree with this?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah, I
great.
agree.
We have so many accidents
I
nowadays.
think it'll make the highways much safer.
Yes.
Mhm.
So we agree? We're going to go?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you should
Okay.
approve it.
Approved. Great seeing you, ladies. Thanks for helping me
nice to
make
see
my
you.
decisions
Thank
and
you.
approving these
Nice
laws.
seeing you.
You wanted to see us, Mr. President?
Yes. Thank you both for coming. I'm trying to create this year's economic plan, and I have a couple questions about it.
Okay, what are your questions?
Well, I know I want to increase the taxes for the wealthy and leave them the same for the middle class.
Do you know which departments you're going to cut money from to help decrease our national debt?
Well, that's the problem. I was going to cut money from the Defense Department, but I don't want to seem too partisan.
I would just stop spending so much money.
I wish it was that simple. I also want to build more infrastructure this term, so I can't decrease the government spending. I won't be able to accomplish this goal.
Maybe you could find a department that both parties want to cut money from. But then again, they could never agree.
Why don't you just cut some money from the Defense Department and not spend so much money on infrastructure?
That's a good compromise. This way you can accomplish your goals without seeming too liberal.
Okay, thank you both for your help. I'll present this plan to Congress soon and see what they think of it.
Today you are meeting with the Queen of England and the new celebrity, Jess Howe. And tomorrow you'll be throwing out the first pitch at the Red Sox game.
Oh, this should be a fun day. That Jess Howe is a great singer.
It looks like the Queen has just arrived. Should I send her in?
Oh yes, right away.
Oh, Mr. President, it's nice to see you again.
Oh, and you too, Queen Dolan. I'm so happy our two countries can make those trade agreements.
I know, I think they should be helpful for both of our countries.
Yes, they should.
I must be going now. Toodaloo.
Here
Bye,
comes Miss
see you
Howe
later.
now.
Hey, y'all. It is an honor to meet you, Mr. President.
Oh, hi, Jess Howe. It's an honor to meet you too. My daughters love your singing.
That's great. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, but your tours around our country make everyone happy. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, it's nice to hear that. Thank you.
You're welcome. See you some other time.
All right, bye.
As chief diplomat, the president deals with foreign affairs, appoints ambassadors, and makes treaties, which are formal agreements between the governments of two or more countries. He can also make executive agreements, and an example of an executive agreement is FDR lending ships to Britain in exchange for leases on Britain's military bases.
As chief executive, the president carries out the nation's laws, issues executive orders, and appoints cabinet members and other officials. One example of an executive order would be when President Jimmy Carter used an executive order to put thousands of acres of land in Alaska under the control of the National Park Services.
There was a time I used to.
Mr. President, Mr. President.
And tomorrow you will be throwing out the...
Restart it, Sarah. Restart it.
And action!
Jess, now we have to do it again.
Oh my god!
Yes, you do.
Can I say that?
It's starting?
And say
In my forehead. Masters of Philosophy at Oxford University. Why?
Sarah, don't shake your head.
I think my finger got in the first shot.
Oh, God.
But I don't. We have a half an hour to do
Jelly
these
beans.
skits.
Okay.